Hey everybody, I am David, and today is my DC TV recap where I talk about Gotham, Supergirl, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and The Flash. Now, of course, Gotham isn't on this week. It, I think, comes back in March, which is just around the corner, pretty much. But we have these other four shows to talk about, so why don't we talk about them? Their newest episodes that they aired. First, let's start off with Supergirl, because that was the first to air this week. And the episode title was Mr. and Mxyzptlk, Season 2, Episode 13. I am going to say that this was a really enjoyable episode, a lot of fun. Mxyzptlk is a weird character, and I was very curious when I heard he was coming to the show. How were they going to handle him? Or were they going to cast someone small in the role? Because in the comics, he always appeared as this small imp type character, right? So I was wondering, are they going to get Peter Dinklage to guest star as Mxyzptlk or something, or are they going to just ignore his height and just cast anybody? As long as they can be a lot of fun and charming, I guess. This one was much charming than I guess Howie Mandel had a little bit of charm to him as well. The Smallville version was like the worst version of the character. Like, if you told me that was Mxyzptlk, I would be like, really? Because I don't see the resemblance from the comics. And I'm cool when they take liberties, but when you take that much liberties where the character is unrecognizable, that you could just put John Doe as his name, that's where I think to myself, you guys butchered a character that you could have saved for a better time. But this episode handled the character really well, and I really liked it. We got a lot of great shipping situations going on in this episode. Alex and Maggie. We also got Kara and Mon-El. I think even Wynn got a little bit of love going on in this episode. Yeah, it was a really fun episode. Usually I don't care about much for the mushy stuff, but even I was kind of rooting for some people in this one. Next episode, we got The Flash, Season 3, Episode 13, Attack on Gorilla City. I did a full-out review on this one. I will say that this was a really cool episode. I really enjoyed it a lot. Getting to go to Gorilla City and seeing it, kind of. We didn't really get to explore much of it. To be fair, this is a TV budget. This is not a movie, so we're going to cut them a little slack on what they can show us. But the coolest part to me was the battle in the arena between Flash and that Salvatore, whatever the gorilla's name was. It sounds like the other character that he's been battling this season. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. It was almost like a Spartacus vibe, the TV series Spartacus that aired on Starz that lasted like 4 seasons. I felt it was a little bit like that. Maybe on a cheaper budget, but that's fine. It was really cool. Something that I never saw the CW do. Next, we got Legends of Tomorrow, Season 2, Episode 12, Camelot 3000. This was enjoyable. I really liked seeing the characters in this time period of King Arthur. I really had a lot of fun with Ray in this episode, especially when he created the sword and added a magnetic energy coming out of it and called it a lightsaber. I thought that was hilarious. You gotta have these Star Wars references once in a while in these episodes, and we just had like George Lucas not too long ago in an episode where they had to help him out, so I really like that. Even though someone pointed out something interesting to me, that Nate is the historian and he should have had more fun in the past, in the time of King Arthur and all that, but he was like kind of brushing King Arthur off, like, I don't believe it. Not everything could have turned out the way it was, you know. But they're having a fun time this season. I'm loving the character interactions and all that. Sarah had some really good moments in this episode. Rip, taking down Rip is a priority, and that little twist at the end where Gideon is still going to be serving Rip because I guess she doesn't realize that Rip's like messed up now. This was a really good episode. And then finally, we got another episode that I reviewed last night. Arrow season 5, episode 14, The Sin Eater. I really like this episode. I thought the first half of the episode started off a little slow, but now that I had more time to think about it, I feel like, it was really good throughout. I think I did enjoy it a lot more than I thought. Especially the second half. I feel the second half is where it really started getting even better. It was great seeing those three villainesses kicking some ass together, kicking Oliver's ass. The great little tease at the end, how they're leaving it off for next time to handle, where it looks like Oliver might be getting impeached before Trump, which I'll be kind of pissed if that happens. I don't care if this is a fictional character. Oliver Queen deserves to be mayor. Say what you want about Trump, but if you search through my Twitter feed, you know how I feel about Trump. Oliver deserves to stay as mayor of Star City, even though I have a feeling his identity is going to be outed eventually, and he is going to have to step down sometime during this season. I don't know if it's the next episode or if that's what they're going to be building towards. That's what I think is going to be happening. So with that being said, those are the 4 shows. Which one did I think was the best out of these 4 this week? Last week it was kind of easy for me because I only had to compare 2 shows together. Now I have 4 shows again. They were all really good. If I had to pick my favorite, it's a toss-up between The Flash and Supergirl. Supergirl was a lot of fun, although Flash had some really cool stuff in it. I am going to go with The Flash. That scene in the arena was that alone was just cool. But there were some other really cool moments too. I go more in depth to it in my Flash review, so check that out if you haven't. I'll leave that in the comments section, in the description box below, link to it. So I thought there was a lot of really fun things to enjoy, and it's always cool when Barry can go to another Earth, and we got Harrison Wells back. We got Wally and Jesse interaction, which was really nice. And Julian is becoming a really cool character. I'm starting to really like him, and hoping that I liked him from when he started, but I like him even more now that he's less of an asshole and growing more closer to the team, which I feel like this might be setting us up for something disastrous to come up. But we'll see. Because we do know someone's going to betray Barry, and I really hope it's not going to be Julian, because that's going to be, number one, too obvious. I think that would be an obvious choice to go with. And I want them to change things up. Like, let's get that feel like of season 1 again, where Harrison Wells betrayed the team. That was a betrayal that even hurt the audience, and I want to. I'm not trying to sound like someone that wants to be hurt or cut. I don't cut my wrists, but it was a cool feel. It was a cool feeling when we got that in season 1, and I would like to get that again. So with that being said, guys, like this video. Tell me which episode did you like the best this week. Supergirl, Flash, Legends, or Arrows. All of them I thought were entertaining. But yeah, the Flash I thought was the best one this week. And comment below, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because obviously, as you can tell, I enjoy talking about these DC TV shows. And with that being said, guys, take care.